Let's talk about formats and templates. Under the Administration module, we have the Formats and Templates, which include questionnaire, letter templates, flow sheets, document folder. Let's start from the questionnaire, which is already open. Questionnaire is a way of standardizing a process. This is the electronic version of forms that can be linked to notes directly. Now, to create a questionnaire, we click on the Add New Questionnaire button. Define the name of the questionnaire. Let's just call it Report. Select the type of questionnaire. We have the clinical notes, nurse's notes, care activity, other requests, other reports, and surgery reports. Now let's say care activity. If we are to select clinical notes, we have to select the section. We have to select a subsection. And we have to select the clinic. Now the same goes for nurse's note. If you are to select nurse's note, you have to select a section. But then for the rest, you don't need to select any section, like the care activity, the order request, the report, and the surgery report. The type of the questionnaire will determine where it should be used. I'll simply cancel. These are the examples of some questionnaires. We have clinical notes, we have nurse's notes, and care activity. The care activity is currently not active. You can select it. Use the Edit button to activate it if you want to start making use of it. The next is the letter templates. These are the templates you can use to write a recommendation or referral letter for a patient. To add a new template, click on the Add New and define the title. Let's say Reference Letter. Then create the body of the letter. Now, among this text formatting, which you are already familiar with, we have the Insert field. This is to enable you to add dynamic data in the templates. Let's write something. Let's say the demo hospital. Then we insert date. Whichever date this document will be used, it will insert the correct date. To whom it may concern. This letter is written in reference to. Then here we insert the patient's name. We can make this bold. This is a sample of our letter, and we have two dynamic fields, which are the date and the patient name. Let's save this. And there we have our letter template. This can be accessed from the patient record under the clinical records. When we select a patient, let's say Adasuga, we open. And here you see Create a Letter. I will click on this. Then over here, we select a template. We see our reference letter. Once selected, everything will be populated. You can see it's carrying the correct date, which is today's date. And there the name of the patient, Adasuga. And you can simply add. You can download the letter and send it to the patient or whoever you want to send it to. The next item is the flow sheet. A flow sheet is a standardized document used in hospitals to record a patient's vital signs, intake and output, medications, and other important information over time. It's essentially a quick snapshot of patient condition at a glance. This is where you can add new. Here you define the name of the flow sheet. And here we have the vitals. Let's say body mass index. You can add multiple vitals. And here we have the lab. We have the blood group. For example, we have the genotype and their assessment. You can say care activity. This is an essential tool for ensuring quality patient care, promoting better communication, and improving monitoring. I'll cancel this for now. Next, under the Formats and Templates, we have the Documents folders. This is used to define the order structure in the application. This is also useful when digitizing existing manual folders. If there is no structure, when you add a file, it goes to the root folder, which can make sorting tedious when you have a lot of files. Let's create one, for example. Add New. Let's say Reference. I'll leave the parent folder blank because I want to make the reference a root folder. And then I'll add a new one. This one I'll call it Clinic Reference. Then I'll select Reference as a parent folder. Then I'll add. Under the reference, we can see Clinic Reference here. This can be used from the document. Under the Patient Management module. Here, you can see the document folders we have. Let's open and select the clinic reference. When we select the clinic reference, from here, you can add documents to this folder. You can add a patient name, the patient that this document is related to. Type the document title. Let's say, Lab Results. Then the document date. You can select the date for this document. And then you can upload the file and save. When you add a document to a patient, you can always come back here and see the documents. When you visit the patient record, you will also see the documents. Let's open a patient, for example. Let's say we open this patient. So any document we have under this patient will appear here. You see currently we have 0, but any document we have will appear here. Next, we have the referred by. This is where you can set up commission for hospitals or clinics who are affiliated to yours. You simply enter the name of the hospital or clinic and the compensation you are willing to pay them based on your agreement. When a patient is added to the system and the hospital or clinic is selected as referred by, any payment they make, the referrer will get a commission based on the percentage you have defined here. To calculate the commissions, under the Reports module, we can assess it under Billing Reports, and then the Payments by, Referred by. So let's select a backdate, for example. This is where you can have all the commissions. As you can see, these ones are not referred by anyone, so the commission is 0. But this person, John Doe, is referred by the First Line Hospital, as you can see. Because First Line has a commission of 10%, they have 10% of what John Doe paid. So this is how you can calculate the percentage commission for each of your referral.